The Sage and the Mouse. In a faraway land, there lived a famous sage in a dense forest. Every day, the animals of the forest came to listen to his spiritual preaching. They would gather around the learned sage, and the sage would tell them about the good things of life. Amongst all the animals, there was also a little mouse who lived in the same forest. This little mouse would visit to the sage every day to listen to his preaching. One day, while he was roaming in the forest to collect berries for the sage, he was attacked by a big cat who had been watching him from behind thick bushes. The mouse was scared. He ran straight to the hermitage of the sage. There he narrated the whole story to the sage in a trembling voice to the sage. In the meantime, the cat also arrived there and requested the sage to allow him to take his prey. Now, the sage was in a fix. He thought for a moment, and then with his divine powers transformed the mouse into a bigger cat. Seeing a huge cat before him, the other cat ran away. Now, the mouse was free from the danger posed by the cats. He began to roam about in the forest freely. He meowed viciously and frightened other animals. He went around fighting with other cats to take revenge on them, and in this way, he killed many of them. After a few days, a fox who pounced upon him. This was a new problem. The mouse had never thought that there were bigger animals who could easily tear him to pieces. He once again ran for his life, and once again he ran straight to the sage for help. The fox too chased him. Soon both of them stood before the sage. The sage, seeing the plight of the mouse, this time transformed the mouse into a big fox. On seeing a bigger fox before him, the other fox ran away. The mouse became more carefree and began roaming about in the forest more freely with his newly acquired status as a big fox. But his happiness was short-lived. One day, while he was moving around in the forest freely, a lion pounced upon him. The mouse, who was now a fox, managed to so have his life and once again ran to take shelter in the hermitage. The sage once again took pity on the mouse and transformed him into a lion. Now that the mouse was a lion, he fearlessly roamed around in the forest. He killed many animals in the forest unnecessarily. He behaved like a king and commanded his subjects. But one thing always bothered and worried him: the divine powers of the sage. He would often think worriedly, what if one day the sage becomes angry with me and turns me into a mouse again? And with this thought in his mind, one day he came to a decision. He went to the sage, roaring loudly. He said to the sage, "I'm hungry. I want to eat you so that I can possess all the divine powers which you have. Allow me to kill you." Hearing these words, the sage became very angry. He immediately transformed the lion back into the mouse. The mouse realized his mistake. He apologized to the sage for his evil actions and thoughts, and requested him to turn him again into a lion. But the sage did not pay heed to his wish, and sent the mouse away. Moral for life: however great one may become, one should never forget one's roots.